It's Dr. Wily's robots! Rush, hurry!
Hello everyone, I just want to go over these 3D printed Mets that I made. So here in the middle we have the Jada Toys Met that released recently. And for fun, I really wanted to try to recreate it. I got pretty close. The main issue is the feet. Because of like not being able to get a good measurement of how big the ball joint is here, I wasn't able to make a perfect copy. And also their system for ball joint, I think, is a little bit different from what I went with. I think that's the main difference. And also the mouth on mine is a bit smaller. The one on the original is a bit bigger and it comes out a bit more. The mouth was actually the hardest part for me. Another big difference is obviously the quality of the eye. This is printed in PLA filaments, so there's only so much detail you can do, especially with these eyes. They're like so tiny. Not that that's a complaint or anything negative. I think it looks good, but obviously it's way easier to have this type of detail on a, properly manufactured figure versus something that you print out. I think the articulation is almost the same. The helmet I feel is a lot smoother. The only issue is that there's a few edits I need to make on this one. One, the peg hole for the ears need to be deeper because they just kind of fall out kind of easily if I were to bump the ear with the helmet. I'm not going to do it here because I don't want to lose the piece. But the forward is a lot stronger and the back I feel like is a lot better as well. Here on the original, it gives a lot of resistance to push forward, and I really gotta force it forward a bit. I think with some hot water it would move forward a lot easier, but I just hate having to like warm up water and then put my finger in there and then move it around, and like it's like a 5-minute thing, but it's just kind of annoying. Same thing with the feet, are pretty tight, but on mine they're even tighter because this is printed with regular PLA, so I don't really want to stress the joint too much. Oh god. Oh, there it is. There is the reason why I don't want to stress the feet too much. Also the ear came out as well because I made the hole way too shallow. So these are like, I kind of want to start recording again. No fucking way. Yeah, let me see if the other one breaks. That's another issue I need to fix with my version of it, is that the holes are just way too tight. Even though I sanded them down quite a bit, this one bends. Even though I sanded them down quite a bit to get them to fit together better, some of the holes are just way too tight and I just kind of forced it in there. This is just a like a prototype essentially. Let's look at the other one. Holy cow. This is kind of the color scheme is from the Heli Met. But there's also Mets that like fly that don't have the orange and blue. They're just yellow and black or yellow and white. So here is the Heli Met. Similar color. I don't have like this specific blue. And this one, I think for future versions, you see for this one it's so tight that the foot just kind of falls out. I think for future versions I want to put a hole on the back because this one's obviously a flyer, and so I want to be able to have him fly without there being much of an issue. Like I don't have to use the the hand on the stand to make him stand. Like to have the arm wrap around them when you can see it poke around the edges. I prefer to just have it pegged into the bottom or something. This one. Yeah, my feet are like way tighter than the Jada, and they're also way more fragile. This one, you can see his feet are kind of down. Another issue that I'm having with my 3D printed versions is that the helmet is just it's kind of like so loose that it kind of gets in the way of me grabbing the feet and being able to like put the peg in deeper. And then there's the ear as well, falling off. I made this hole so shallow. It looks kind of deep on camera because of the shadows, but in person it's just like so shallow. So this is version 1. Kind of a proof of concept. This is using the AMS. So the AMS allows you to print in multiple colors on the Bamboo 1 X Carbon. And so I'm really impressed with the color separation on these. I think it looks pretty close to the original. I think the cross is a little bit small. It needs to be a little bit bigger. But all in all, I think it looks pretty close. Oh, great. There we go. Now he's standing. So obviously these are printed in regular PLA. If I printed with ABS, this probably wouldn't happen. And also I feel like it would just be a lot more sturdier, and it wouldn't, I feel like these are like super fragile. Like you can't be dropping them really. There's a couple edits that I have to make on this figure. One is the propeller. The hose that for, let me open this, okay. The actual stick or whatever, the peg is, well, the holes for the peg are like too tight. So I need to make the holes a little bit bigger for each one of these. Like the propeller, the hole is too tight, and for this gray part right here, it's too tight. And it's just kind of hard to put it on top of the peg, and I'm worried about the peg kind of breaking. Another thing is that I have to make the ear hole bigger. I have to make the hole on the feet deeper and bigger. The hole on the, oh, there's the ear again. The hole on this ball joint here, I need to make that bigger. And the hole that goes inside the body, I need to make that bigger. And I need to make this peg right here longer because I feel like it's not going deep enough and it doesn't have any grip. What I would like is to print all of this in PLA, but just have the joints here printed in ABS because they're gonna get a lot of wear and tear. So yeah, it's pretty sturdy from the head doesn't like, it's not so loose that it just jingles around freely. Like it has a good grip to it. And this is like the closest I can get. Another thing is that the ear on the original is a little bit bigger. I think it's like noticeably bigger on the original Jada Toys Met. I originally wanted to print this out in resin, like an ABS like resin, so that way I can have a little bit more detail, but I really hate painting. So we'll see what happens if I can get around to doing that. I probably won't do it for a while. When it gets a little bit colder, because right now I'm running the AC a lot, and I don't like turning on the resin printer when the AC is on, because then it just circulates that air. I do have like an exhaust fan to get all the nasty resin fumes out, but they're still, you know, it's not perfect. I will be making modifications and just basically fixing these up. Let me see if I can, okay, this one's fine. The other one I must not have like sanded enough. This one's okay. I must have just forced it in. This one's gonna come out a little bit. Yeah, there it goes. This one's way looser, so it's not gonna break off. But I just need to like not have to sand it and actually just print it the right size and shape. It's a little bit hard because these are kind of complex shapes because the peg, it's just when you're printing it, the support material isn't perfect, so it's gonna sag a little bit. So the dimensions aren't gonna be 100% perfect. And due to that, you have some like kind of like tolerances tighter than you actually want. I think I'm gonna be selling, I think maybe just the flying version on my Etsy. And maybe I'll just sell like the helmet or different versions of the helmet or accessories for the Mets to actually sit in or whatever, like the train or the little sniper seat that they sit in. I'm gonna look at the Megaman wiki just to look at all the different versions, and then my next video will be showing off the dispenser that they sit in. It's gonna be pretty big. I think it's gonna be like 6.5 inches wide, or yeah, that's like the diameter. So keep a lookout for that video. Hoping to have it up maybe tomorrow or sometime next week. If you find this video entertaining, be sure to subscribe and just click that bell notification and hit a like on the video. Thank you.
I'm afraid this will take too much time. Please, excuse me.